Bienvenidos a la Amigos Flyways podcast. I am your host, Quabby Coda. Oh, wait. That's you. Frickin' crybaby.
Shut up.
What did you say just before?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing.
I said, are you ready to be the star of the show? And you're like, no. I'm not ready.
I have a face for radio, not for television.
I know. Your face is perfect for radio.
I know.
It's actually the face of white noise.
That's what my parents have always told me.
Your face resembles white noise.
Yeah. Yeah. TV static.
Oh, my God. No, guys, welcome to the show here today. Midwest Flyways podcast. This podcast is sponsored by First Light. Guys, year 2 or 3 or 5 of using First Light in the field, and let me tell you, it is unmatched. It is unmatched. Doesn't matter if I'm in the desert. Doesn't matter if I'm in the negative 30-degree weather like we just had all week here in Minnesota. Gross.
Yup.
Bad. It works so well.
Also, their big game stuff. I had that when we were in Iowa and it was like 0 degrees negative temperature. I had a hoodie and one of their coats on. I was warm.
It was lit.
It was insane.
You were lit up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You were warm as all get out.
Yep. And they weren't quick hunts.
No, they were not.
They were not.
They could have been quick.
Could have been.
But we decided not to.
Yes.
Decided to get Cal banned.
Yep.
To no avail.
It's because he missed.
Is that Cal's fault?
Yeah.
Or is that the bird's fault? I'm going to go with Cal.
100%. And he's
No.
not here to defend himself, so.
No, and that's the best part. So be sure to go look up First Light at firstlight.com. I'm telling you, go get the wool stuff. Anything wool. So good.
True.
Anyway, I just got back, Carter, from a trip that I'm not going to say where I was.
Mm-hmm.
But some kid commented on the picture. He goes, I got to pull it up. But essentially, I shot a banded cinnamon teal.
Insane.
Incredible. I didn't think I'd see one or shoot one. But there was like something in the back of my mind where I'm like, maybe. And then we shoot into a bunch of teal, and I get there, and I'm like, it's a cinnamon teal.
Insane.
Oh my God, it's a cinnamon teal. And I go and pick it up, and I'm like, oh! 4-year-old banded cinnamon teal out of Salt Lake.
Gross.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh, it was so sick. I got to find what the guy said, because it was by far the best comment on the photo. He goes, hold on, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Bienvenidos, this is your host, Joey, and my guest today is none other than this cinnamon teal. And he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. He is the other host of this podcast because Carter and him have the same size brain.
True.
Yay! Woo! No, I'm just kidding. But
Kinda.
no, it was 4 years old out of Salt Lake, and I was mind blown.
Yeah.
By it. Like unicorn bird in general,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a stud, perfect 4-year-old. And then I look on his left leg, and I'm like, I've never yelled so loud for a band before. Freaked out.
I saw that, and I literally showed it to Maddie, and I said, I hate him. It was...
But, dude, for how much band luck, bad band juju that I've had in my life,
I've only known you for the good band juju you've had in the last 2 years.
it's been pretty good.
It's been too good.
Well, for geese, yeah.
Yeah.
Goose bands aren't as awesome, though. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
That is
Goose
true.
bands are not as cool as duck bands.
They're still cool.
They're cool. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool. They're jingly. They're jingly.
Yep.
You look up what that is in Spanish, like what jingly is,
I can try.
because I need that.
I need that too. I'm about to go to Mexico, so I need to start learning.
There you go. Say, me gusta. I can't say it on the podcast, even in Spanish, dude. I'll get you killed in the airport.
No.
Just say, no me gusta Trump.
Don't they like Trump down there?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, not so much as people are getting deported now.
Yeah. The sound of jingling is tintinio.
Tintinio? Let me see. Tintinio. Sound of harness bells jingling. Cascabelio. Tintinio. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Mi huevos. Tintinios.
Eggs.
Also known as balls.
Oh.
It's like the slang for balls.
Oh, okay.
Nuts.
Okay.
Huevos.
Good
¿Te
enough.
gustan los huevos? Mis huevos? ¿Te gusta? Means you like. Anyway, so I don't think I'm ever going to ride off that high. I just dropped off 6 birds for the taxidermy, too. And so I called him as soon as I got back. I'm like, hey, I got a couple more for you. You're never going to believe this. He goes, what? A banded set. Just so cool.
I bet that was a hefty bill.
I don't know. They're not done yet. So I just gave him a deposit.
Mm.
I mean, my deposit was $300.
Oh.
I think said and done, it's going to be like $1,900.
Oof.
Yeah.
For 6 birds?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
No, that's not bad
It's
at all.
like $350 a duck.
Most places are like 4 to 5 now.
I know, but there's no habitat on any of them.
Oh.
So they're going to be hanging from the ceiling at the lodge.
Oh, sick.
And so he's like $350 without habitat. Yeah, just constantly
In
spinning.
the studio? In the studio here. By the camera.
I just have a fan pointing at him at all times.
That'd be sweet.
No, you know what I'm trying to do out there, right?
Yeah.
I guess I could tell the podcast. I'm going to have like a puddle duck section, a diver section, and a goose section on the ceiling because it's a huge vaulted ceiling at the lodge. And I think ducks look so much cooler hanging from the ceiling than like off the wall or sitting on a desk or whatever. But I think for that cinnamon, it's going to have to be at my office.
For sure.
Because like the colors are all on its back.
Mm-hmm.
Like the colors on a cinnamon teal, dude, it just blows my mind. I got to find a picture of it so I can accurately say it on the podcast here. It's like dark red, super dark red, and then blue, green, like a tan, black, white. I mean, the colors are just nuts.
Yeah. That for sure should go in like a glass case or something in your office.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking like a piece of wood banking on the wall.
That'd be cool.
But I don't know. But I got another bird to go with him too, so.
Tate and Norm are like 2 of my almost, they're top 5 people.
Oh,
for sure.
for sure, dude.
For sure.
They're so funny.
They are so funny.
They FaceTimed me yesterday from SHOT Show.
Yeah.
They ran into Gavin. They've never met him.
Oh.
So they FaceTime me and he's like, how old are you? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, Gavin bet me $100 that you're 31. How old are you? I'm like, he's right. I'm 31. He goes, fuck. I was like, you know that.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought you were just this cute little 29-year-old with 2 kids. Fuck you, dude.
Was that on Monday?
We're like a year and a half away. Like a year and a half apart. That was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was yesterday night. So they're all just twipsed up at SHOT Show.
Yeah.
All my friends are just hammered at SHOT Show.
Yeah. I know Tate was going in because Ohio won on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's freaking out.
Yeah.
He's freaking out.
Sweet.
Dude, did you... I don't know if we talked about these on the podcast or not yet. I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't care because this shit is dope. Aren't we giving away a box of them too?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how we're doing it, guys, but we're going to put out an Instagram post and do a giveaway. But we got these sick customized shells from Migra and customammo.com with a K. It's freaking sick. It has our logo, Migra's logo, and then we have a full American flag logo. You can shoot them if you want, but I'm not shooting those. Those are dope, unless I'm like really...
Down bad.
You know, if I'm really down bad on shells, but they're freaking sick. And obviously, Migra sponsors the podcast, and they've just been incredible to us. And their shots, their shot shells have been freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. So didn't they just come out with 28 gauge too?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't make me turn into Jake Whiteman. Yeah. Shit's good, eh? Oh, you're shooting mallards with the 28 gauge. I can't do that to him. He's not here. But I'll do it right to his face.
You have to. Jake's awesome.
I've done it to his face a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, that was like one of the most iconic moments of my life. So shout out to Gannon, John, and Paulie for having me out there. It was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, trip of a lifetime. But I can't really talk about it too much because I don't want to tell where I was. So,
yep. You'll get your head cut off, I heard.
I'll get my balls spoon-fed to me, is what he said. Pretty awesome. Well, you could tell people where it was banded, but that's it.
You actually had a secret camera on you the whole hunt?
Oh, yeah.
It's coming out next week.
Undercover game warden. You know how times I've heard people say that on a hunt? It's
Yeah.
just so annoying.
Yep.
Someone's like, yeah, this one time I accidentally, undercover game board. And I'm like, stop. So dumb.
Yeah.
You're not fooling anybody.
No. Have you ever thought there was an undercover on your hunt?
Yes, multiple times, actually, and I was correct one time.
Really? How'd you
Yep.
know?
I was guiding, and I was told literally 2 minutes before the hunt, they're like, don't allow anybody to party hunt. It's like, keep a track of the people right next to you who's how many birds they've shot. And this is back on the 3-bird limit.
Okay.
And this one guy was just acting weird and whatever, and I'm like, hey, how many geese you got down? He's like, I don't know. I was like, well, you need to know. How many you got down? He's like, I don't know, 1 or 2. I was like, okay, so let's say you have 2. Since you don't know, you can shoot 1 more bird. He's like, well, that's bullshit. I was like, well, we can't party hunt. He's like, no one's ever going to know. And after he said that, I was like, just the way he said it, I'm like, sure. Sure, dude.
Yeah.
But I was just like, my spidey senses were tingling, and I'm like, so he shoots 1 more bird. I'm watching him. I was like, okay, you're done. He's like, seriously, dude? I'm like, yeah, you shot your 3 geese. He's like, all right. I was like, so unload your gun and whatever. He's like, I can't even shoot cripples. I'm like, no. No. He's like, okay. So then after the hunt, nobody got checked, but he told me that he was a game warden.
Huh.
Didn't see anything nefarious on the hunt. I was like, cool.
That's good.
I was like, it was a quick day too. Thank God. It was a quick day. Like, we were hammering the geese, and like we had new clients coming into the pit, and I'm just like, ooh, bad deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, that's good. It's dumb you can't party hunt.
Yeah. Well, I know a guy that before it was illegal, it was like a normal practice or whatever, and it got pretty ridiculous.
I'm sure.
It got pretty ridiculous. Like, people would be really good shots, and people would come and show their license to him, and then he'd shoot their birds for them, and then give them their birds.
Oh.
And then they'd leave. Just wild shit.
That's crazy.
That was way long ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, there were days where pretty good numbers.
That is insane.
Yeah.
They just to get meat or what?
Yeah. I mean, it was, I don't even remember how long ago it was. I mean, when he told me, I was pretty young. So, and he was old when he told me. So, I'm sure it was like 50 years ago or some shit.
Yeah. That's crazy, though.
Yeah. No. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. People just like come up and show them their license and then shoot their 6 ducks for them, and here you go.
That's what people do with deer. Party hunting deer.
Right?
That's legal, but not ducks.
I never understood the party hunting deer thing.
I have no idea.
Why is that okay?
I don't know.
Like, people are like, here, I have a tag.
Yeah, like if you do
I feel like it's illegal.
No, you can party hunt deer. Like if you're doing a deer drive, you can shoot like 3 deer if you have 3 deer license. I think. I've never done a deer drive because I don't hunt deer like that. But
well, we're going to get approached and be like, who told you that? Who's shooting 3 deer in one day?
Alleged.
Yeah, allegedly this guy was shooting people's ducks for him.
Yes.
I think he's dead. So
that'd be tough to go after him.
It'd be a little tough to go after him anyway. Yeah. He was pretty old. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Cancer and a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
A lot of cigarettes. Bad for you, Carter. Don't do it.
Nope.
But anyway. Anyway. You know who else this podcast is sponsored by, Carter?
Who?
Turtle Box.
Is it?
And I don't know if you knew this, but the outdoor speaker world, pretty lacking. And so Turtle Box came in a big way, and they're like, here's the shit. Waterproof, big, loud. They just came out with a new one, the El Grande.
Dude, that thing is huge.
Huge, dude.
It is like massive.
It's so big. They're like, oh, you want to be David Guetta? Here you go.
Yeah. There's like a little mount on the bottom so you can put it on poles and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Put it like on a speaker pole.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So does it sit flat?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It like goes into the bottom of the speaker.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, turtle boxes are sick. They work great in Canada as an e-collar.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, dude. The e-collar thing is so cool. And the fact that you can sync so many together is pretty badass. Or honestly, man, like when you're picking up after the hunt, and like especially when you set up so many decoys, you're just like tired, you're hungry, and you don't want to do anything. You just put on a bop. You just put on a freaking bop,
That is
and you're just good.
That is the only way we got through that snow goose hunt.
Oh, yeah.
If we didn't have music playing after an entire day sitting for 10 snow geese or however many we
We
shot.
shot like 20.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
It made it so much better to pick up Norm's 7,000 decoys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't 7,000.
It was close.
It was a lot of decoys.
It was a lot.
I think we were out there picking up for like an hour
Hour or so, yeah.
15. Dude, you just put on one of these deals. I love this album from Post Malone.
Do you?
The F1 Trillion.
Yep.
Yeah, it's dope. And that picture is very cool.
Yep.
Of the
truck going into the water.
dude, you got Tim McGraw. Like the amount of people on this freaking album
It's crazy.
is insane.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tim McGraw, Hank Williams Jr., Morgan Wallen, Blake Shelton. The Blake Shelton song is good. Dolly Parton, Brad Paisley, Luke Combs, Lainey Wilson, Jelly Roll, Ernest, Sierra Farrell. I've never heard of her. Pharrell, Luke Combs, Chris Stapleton, Hardy, Billy Strings is a dope one.
Yep.
That's a dope song.
I like his song with Zach Top. I think it's Bad Luck.
Oh, is that on this album too?
No, Billy Strings and Zach Top.
Oh, yeah. The Apple Music Essentials. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like who would turn down a feature request from Post Malone?
I don't know. I mean, first of all, he's huge.
Yeah.
Like, big name.
Yeah.
And then he's, like, diving into country hard, and it's good.
Yeah.
So cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah, well, did you see how he got into country?
How?
He just did, like, a couple of covers.
Oh, yeah, I saw those.
He was just, like, smoking and drinking outside.
Yeah.
And, like, it was, like, a tiny desk-style concert
Mhm.
or whatever, and he's just, like, doing a couple covers that he really likes. And then I saw him do, like, a post-op interview, and he's like, yeah, I really like country after doing that. Because he sung, like, an old Brad Paisley song, and then I can't remember the other song that he sang, but he fucking killed it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Yes.
Yes.
He just looks a little goofy with his teeth and billions of tattoos. Like, he doesn't look like a country music star.
No.
I would guess that's why some people wouldn't accept his offer
Yeah.
if, like, they've never heard of him, obviously. But
I mean, it seems like he can get whoever he wants. Reading that feature list.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton, dude.
Yep.
She doesn't just collab with anybody.
No.
She's big shit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Reba wasn't on there.
Yeah.
She probably turned him down.
Probably. Doesn't look right.
No. No. But anyway. No, I think I'm about done for the year, bud.
Me too.
You're done hunting?
I'm
done going places?
done for the winter season until spring. Yes.
Why? Why are you done?
What do you mean?
You're not going to freelance for anybody?
The season's basically over. Go on my honeymoon in 2 weeks. And yeah, basically done.
Nice. Where are you going?
Mexico, Cancun.
Ooh. First time out of the country, huh?
No. Been to Canada like 4 times and Mexico twice.
Oh, you've already been to Mexico?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you're so white, you might feel very uncomfortable.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, they speak English, so we're good.
Are you guys at a resort?
Yes. That was rough. But yeah. Yes, all inclusive.
I was just hawking up a loogie, so
Yeah.
forgive me. All-inclusive resort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it means the food's going to be shit.
I read the food there is really good.
From who? Juan and...
Real people. I don't know. I don't know their names. I didn't ask
Sure.
them. But
Hey, put in a freaking Yelp review. You fucking work here. It's like really good.
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Okay.
They were video reviews and he kept darting his eyes off camera.
I'm going to get myself in damn trouble here.
No.
I got to chill.
No.
I got to chill. No, but that'll be fun, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go down to Mexico to hunt next year. Will you come and film it?
Yeah, I think I'm already doing that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Wait,
Yeah.
for the other guy?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, so I'll be in the same group as him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Paying to do some brant hunting.
Mm-hmm.
No, in the Baja.
And if both of you pay me, then I'll have enough to buy my own license. And Maybe all.
Carter, you can already buy your own license.
Wow.
You're rolling it.
Well,
Big dick swinging. Well, because I'm back on my bullshit.
I love Big X.
Yeah. Dude, someone we both know just ran into him at an airport.
Who?
I can't remember. I saw it on their Instagram story. I'm like, I feel like it was Grant Tony.
Really?
Yeah.
That would just make sense somehow, but
Like someone just like ran into him and he's just like,
that's sick.
dude, freaking my other buddy ran into Chris D'Elia at an airport. I'm like, so sick.
Yesterday, or not yesterday, was Sunday. You're not going to care about this, but Gavin ran into Sam Darnold, who's the starting quarterback for the Vikings, or was, and then another player for the Vikings on his Sun Country flight. They were on his flight. And
Sun Country's ass.
Yeah.
Really bad.
They were making fun of him for being on Sun Country, him and Cal in the group chat. But rumors just came out that he's going to go to the Raiders in Las Vegas.
I thought they were Oakland Raiders.
They were. They are now Las Vegas Raiders.
Really?
In the last 4 or 5 years, I believe.
So California doesn't have a football team.
They have 2. The Rams and the 49ers.
The fuck?
They had 3.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, like northern, southern,
San
central?
Francisco and Los Angeles. They actually have 3. They also have the Chargers.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Which one's the best?
Right now, the Rams. And not
Doesn't sound like any of them are doing very good, though.
No.
Yeah.
Rams were in the playoffs and beat us, but they lost. So it's okay.
Tell you what, when I watched the most recent hockey game of the Vegas Knights and the Minnesota Wild play, I'm like waiting to see any of them from Vegas. They're all from Canada.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Manitoba, Saskatchewan,
Well,
British Columbia.
It's a new team. They're all imported, but who plays ice hockey in Las Vegas? Like,
dude, there's
kids
a
don't
lot
grow
of
up there.
there's a lot of hockey players in Arizona. Like a lot.
Really?
They're very, very, very good, which is weird. I remember when I was playing hockey, we did a tournament, and an Arizona team came up, and I'm like, Arizona?
Easy pickings.
Easy pickings. Not. They were ass kickers, dude. They were intense.
Huh. Never would have guessed that.
Mm-mm.
Minnesota's definitely the best state for hockey, right?
That's what they say.
What do you think? You played hockey.
Is it the best state for hockey?
Like, best hockey players in the state. Like, growing up, kids, college players.
You'd think so.
You'd think
right?
so.
Yeah, Edina's always really good.
Yeah.
Wayzata's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Alexandria and Detroit Lakes are always, like, in the state finals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched them play a couple games. I'm like, oh, shit.
They look good.
Pretty good.
Never been to a hockey game.
Never been to a Wild game, bro?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, it's electric.
I've only
It's
ever...
so good.
Yeah, I've only been to Vikings and Twins, not Timberwolves or Wild.
You can probably sit out on the Timberwolves game.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is pretty fun to watch, though.
Yeah, he is.
You know who's really fun to watch that's been, like, popping off on my TikTok?
Who?
LaMelo Ball. That dude
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
Yep, and his brother's new song. Yeah. It's great. I haven't listened to the full song, but the beginning parts...
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds pretty good.
It's crazy. Do you know that story of that family?
Kinda.
Like, his dad, like, trained these kids to be, like, superstars. 2 of them are in the NBA, really good, and then he wasn't really... LiAngelo is the one with the song. He didn't, like, make it in the NBA, but now he has that huge song. So just made 3 superstars.
Yeah, I mean, I heard he's still pretty damn good at basketball.
Yeah, just not NBA level starting. Yeah.
I heard he got, like, it was like last draft or something and decided not to go in.
Yeah. Wouldn't be a starter.
What's the other brother's name?
LaMelo, LiAngelo, and it's an L.
Well, the dad's name is like LeVar.
LeVar.
Yeah.
LiAngelo.
The other good one.
Yeah, he's on the Bulls.
Yeah. And, like, LaMelo couldn't shoot against him.
Yeah, they just played.
Yeah.
LiAngelo, LaMelo,
Lonzo.
Yep.
Which, what a badass name, dude.
That's a cool name.
Lonzo's pretty dope. So Italian.
You know what's cool, though? Having the last name Ball as a basketball player. That's sick.
That's pretty chill. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball. Balls. Sucks for when you're a kid.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what I've been thinking about a lot. Eventually, when I have a kid, I'm just, every name like Maddie tells me, I'm like, how would I make fun of this kid in high school?
Yeah.
And I just go through
Sure.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of names you can't use.
What was the worst one she suggested so far?
Oh, there's been a lot. I can't even think of one right
Ricky?
now. No, they're like older names, like Eleanor type, like older, like grandparent names.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would make fun of this kid so badly.
Eleanor? You'd make fun of an Eleanor?
No, not Eleanor. Like that genre, like generation of names.
Yeah.
Bad.
There's some really good names though. Excuse me. A customer of mine named her daughter Birdie. That's
Birdie.
a really old common name.
That is Maddie's friend's dog name.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was pretty dope. I'm like,
That is a cool name. It seems like a 70-year-old lady's name.
more like 100-year-old lady name because it's from the 20s.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It was big time in the 20s. Oh, yeah, me and Birdie and Dorothy.
It is a cool name.
Yeah, I like Birdie. You gonna text it to her?
No. She'll listen and tell me it's a dumb name.
Birdie deny?
Nope. There's, with the names too, like you have to think, you can't have a 40-year-old guy named Bobby. I think that's
You
weird.
can't. No.
No, they have to be able to make it an adult name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I know a girl who named her child named Barbie.
Oh.
Yeah. Not a nickname for Barbara.
That's just
Barbie.
legal name.
Legal name is Barbie.
Wow.
I'm like, that's a mistake.
My classmates have been having kids, and they are having wild names.
Hit me with one.
Give me a second to find them. I'm going to find one that doesn't listen to the podcast, so I don't get.
Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball.
There's one, Bexley.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something about the Western Minnesota naming system, dude. They're like, let's make it up.
Yeah, they just make up names.
Let's make it up.
Trying to think of what other names.
Bexley?
Yep.
Change it.
Yep. That's exactly. I saw it and I'm like, bad name. Bad name. No offense if you listen.
You're just bad at naming your children.
Yeah. Just pick a better one.
Mm-hmm.
You can redo it.
Yeah, like Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rough one.
The Carter.
Yeah. Carter 3.
I know. So good.
Yeah. Lil Wayne's top 5.
He's really good. Anyway, we got really
really off topic.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Guys, I messed up earlier this year. Pretty good. I have this really good duck call. It's called an Old Riverman. It's one of 3 in jade. People say, oh, I have a jade. No, you don't. It's one of 3. It's not teal. It's not Coke bottle. I love this thing. It looks sexy as shit. I swear to God, I called Scott. And I go, hey, this metal band keeps falling off. You know, it keeps coming off. So when I'm running for a bird, it just dangles, and then the whole string hangs down here, and my call's hanging like this, and it pisses me off. So I'm like, what do I do to keep this thing from sliding off? And he goes, just use a very small amount of super glue. And I go, cool. Sounds good. I use a very small amount of super glue. I take the thing and I go like this on a half, turn it around, half, and I slide the band on, push it in there, hold it upside down, just like that, to prevent what happened, but it still happened. So I barely, I'm not kidding you, like, you know, like you can squeeze it and you get like a little droplet.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't even see the droplet when I was going like this for half a second. Just slid the band back on, put it upside down. So what happened is I put on too much super glue. Okay. Band still comes off, so that's cool. And I super glued the insert to the barrel. And now, what the problem with that is, if you get anything inside of the call and you need to take it apart, obviously can't. So I call Scott again and I go, hey, remember when you told me to put super glue on my call? Super glued it together. He goes, I would have never told you to super glue it. I'm like, I remember asking you, really? Should I use super glue? He goes, Joey, I'd never fucking say that. I was like, damn it. Definitely remember that, but okay. What do I do to get it off? because I'm reading online, you can use acetone, but I'm sure that would eat acrylic as well as it does eat super glue. So like, I don't want to ruin a 1 of 3 call. That means a lot to me.
Yep.
And I love this duck call. And he's like, yeah, I just use a knife and cut off the super glue. So I'm like, okay. You don't think I'll ruin the call? He's like, no. You'll break off the super glue before you hurt the acrylic. I'm like, okay, sounds good. So as I've tried to take this shit off, is not going well, by the way. I have now removed pretty much all of the super glue, I'm pretty sure. But you can still see it, Carter. You can see where it's stuck together, and I'm scared that if I keep going, I'm going to ruin the damn call.
Yeah, this has been ongoing for multiple hunting trips, this story.
Yeah. So, and now it's inoperable. You know, it sounds so bad. I'm sure it just needs a new cork, and I just need to clean it out, but...
Just open it up.
Yeah, I'll just open it up.
Okay.
You know, but I'm about this close to doing the acetone or just sending it to Scott and saying, please. You know.
You probably won't use it again till next season, Game Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, next Game Fair.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be just enough time for him to have it for me 4 seasons from now. It'll be perfect.
Well, you can contact him. That'll get through real quick.
Right. Ooh. Really cool thing coming up, actually, is I made friends with this guy named Mike Anderson, and he actually just won the regional and state duck calling championship at Game Fair this last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's an OG in the industry, and we've been Snapchatting quite a bit, and Heinz took him on a hunt over by where he lives this year, and they were talking. And Mike has a super cool shop down in southern Minnesota, and Heinz and I are going to run down there and do a podcast with Mike.
Sick.
So it'll be Joe, Joey, and Mike. And Mike just seems like a badass dude. So sometime this off season, we're going to run down there for like half a day and hang out.
That'd be sick. Fun. Be a good one.
I mean, you look at it, like he sent me a couple snaps of like his shop because he just finished it. It's like a pole barn outbuilding deal. Super nice on the inside. He's got all of his duck calling trophies, and he's got all these pictures, kind of like what I've got, but like walls of them.
Yeah, that's sick.
Bunch of old decoys and old calls and banded birds and mounts everywhere, and just sick.
Paradise.
Yeah, I can't wait to go check it out.
That's sick.
He's always putting together a mixie too, so I might not be driving home.
Yeah, you're staying the night.
Yeah, I might stay the night. I'll just pass out on the couch, and his dog will just lick me to death. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to do that one. I'll probably have to get Cal involved on that one, too. I kind of have to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Cal would want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Are you going to NWTF this year?
I don't think I can. I think I used all my brownie points.
Yeah.
I think I used all of them. I tried to see if Roya would come with me, and she's like, what would we do with it? Would we bring the kids? And I was like, oh, I don't want to bring the kids.
That'd be rough.
I don't want to bring the kids. You know, you're walking around the Grand Ole Opry or whatever that building is, the convention center, for like 8 hours.
That's week of Valentine's, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's when I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Our anniversary is on the 10th, but we pushed it to later just because we have other shit going on. And we're actually going to go see Andrew Santino.
Oh, sweet.
At the Pantages in downtown.
Nice.
That'll be fun. So someone's going to watch our kids.
There you go. I think the
We're
next...
going to bang in a hotel room. Get it all dirty and stuff.
I think the next weekend...
We're going to have sex on our anniversary.
I heard. I think that next weekend Shane Gillis is in the cities. I might go to that. Thinking about it.
I'm going to have to make a special trip for that. Well, no, I can't. I'm trying to buy a house.
Tickets aren't that expensive.
Dude, they were not cheap.
How much were they?
$140 a person?
Shane was like 110.
Damn it. I'd rather go see Shane.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
I've told you like 30 times to just go.
I know.
You're going to love it.
I know, but the issue is if I go, then I'm staying the night in a casino. And that's bad
But
for
you're
me.
going to be with Maddie, right?
No.
Oh,
I would be with a
that's
group
bad.
of guys.
That's
yeah,
bad.
That'd be really bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm-hmm. And they're guys that are, this is one of their first casino trips.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it'd be really bad.
Carter's like, don't do that. You know what? Fuck it. Give me the chips.
Yep.
I'm going to do it. I'll do it for you. I'll show you how it's
I'll
done.
lose them all for you.
Oh, my God. Are you up? Are you still up on gambling?
Yes. I ended last year up like $600 or $700.
Wait, 2024?
Yes.
Okay.
2024. Ended up $600 or $700. I don't remember exactly. Ended up pull tabs up a couple hundred.
Big time.
Scratch offs way down.
Oh no.
Yeah. Scratch
You've
offs.
done a
way
lot of
down.
scratch offs?
If I have cash in my wallet and go and get gas.
Oh, my God.
That's why I don't carry cash. It was really hard not to spend that cash when I got gas the other day.
Really?
Yeah. I like them. They're fun.
But you lose.
Yeah. But it's fun to scratch.
You know what's funny is I've never lost on a scratch off.
That's bullshit.
No. I'm forever up. First scratch off I ever did, $5 one. Me and Noah decided on the way to work. We're like, let's try it out. We're like fresh 18. Both won $120.
That's insane.
They're like, do you want to buy more? I was like, nah. And we went to work. And then next day, same gas station, we're like, let's try that $10 box. $80. Just like, sick. And it was like, I think I've lost like a couple of $2 one. Like when you buy like 6 of them, you lose a couple, but you're still up overall. Yeah, I'm like very lucky when it comes to weird gambling things.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I
forever up until pull tabs too.
Yep.
Well, it's the thing is with pull tabs, you just got to do it with the right people.
You got to
invest. That know what they're doing.
You got to
put in 100. You put in $40,
and
then everybody puts in $40, and then you all take the winnings. You're gonna win.
Yep,
you're gonna win.
That's
when you play by yourself like a loser. That's when you lose.
For my what's the thing called the night before the wedding? Groom supper.
Groom's dinner.
Groom supper. Yeah, groom's dinner. Whatever.
It's groom's dinner.
Call it groom supper.
It's not supper, dude. This is not Western Minnesota.
That's what we called it. Groom supper.
Loser. Continue.
There was we did it at it was where I had the wedding, the golf course place, and there upstairs they had pull tabs, and the people, the people in the bridal party, like the guys or whatever, the groomsmen, they were just buying pull tabs. I didn't spend $1, but they gave all the winnings to me. I think over that night and my wedding, I got like $600 or $700 from pull tabs. They won so much money. It was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. And then we tried to do that for my buddy's wedding this past June. We lost like $500 in pull tabs. We won nothing. It was rough.
Nice.
We resorted to E-tabs for the last 200, and that's when you're down bad.
E-tabs.
E-tabs are bad. They seem rigged.
They are rigged.
They have to be.
How could they not be rigged?
They have to be. It's down really bad.
Anyway, so you're done.
Yep.
You're done. We might do a Snow Goose video. March, April.
Gross.
I know, but there's going to be some special guests on it probably.
That's what I heard. That'd make it very fun.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know where we're going to do it yet or if I can even go. I don't know if I can even go, bro.
You can. That's in 2 months, 3 months.
I know. I just got to be a really good husband and father until then.
I know, and that's tough for you, but you can do it.
It is tough, okay? Duck season is still in, and I could have gone to a couple of places that are mashing right now, and it hurts my soul. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hurts my soul. But I have to remember, I'm trying to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to buy a house. I have to be responsible.
We went on a lot of trips this year.
We did.
We went on a lot. So I understand why you cannot anymore for this season. But
100%.
Spring, you can.
Could you imagine if we actually had a migration this year and we could have hunted at home and made a couple videos at home?
That would have been really nice.
God, that would have been amazing. I don't. Been so good.
I think I hunted one time in Minnesota this year, filming or hunting. It was so bad.
It was at the beginning of the year, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Field mallard hunt. Just got fucked on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that you actually had your license for that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, real good shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hey, me and a buddy were out goose hunting in western Minnesota, and it was like 10 o'clock. The geese haven't flown yet, and we're like, whatever, we're going to pick up. He starts to go get the truck. I'm picking up decoys. I got a pile of like 40 on the ground, and he left his lanyard. Of course, geese get up right then. All of them in one flock.
Of course.
Yeah. It was like 200 some, and I have a pile of decoys upside down in the spread. I'm just laying out in the spread, and I grab his lanyard. I call him into like 70 yards. I didn't drop one, but I got him to about 70.
Did you shoot?
Yeah, I shot 3 times. It was just not.
You weren't shooting migra.
No, I wasn't. That was the issue. But I was very impressed that I got him that close.
Nice.
Because I haven't touched a call in 3-4 years.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to do a video on how to call one of these days. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Just because I think people are sick of hearing me talk about it. So if you could give your ideas on how to call birds or like how to learn the note, that'd be sick.
Yeah, me and Cal will tag team the video. It'll be great.
That would be really good. Yeah, if you both tag team that, because then 2 is better than 1.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Especially when you're the 1. Me and Cal are the 2.
I know.
It's not even a competition.
Sky's the limit, bud.
I know.
It's literally sky's the limit when you guys are giving an instructional. That should be really good.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for it. He's actually down in Kansas right now. That's why he's not on the podcast.
He is.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like they're doing super good.
Really? I haven't talked to him.
I talked to him after the first day, and he's like, it's -8, and they had 5 ice eaters running, and we're still fighting ice. I'm like, oof. And then they didn't really fly, and they're feeding at last light because of the full moon. So I'm like, ooh.
So next year, I don't think we should go on any trips during the full moon. No. It's just bad.
No. Even my last trip, dude, there's a full moon.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
It's bad. It's like really bad.
It's ridiculous to me.
I didn't know it affected it that much.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I hadn't experienced it like that much until this year.
The Halloween full moon is usually pretty good.
That's the thing.
The hunter's moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never had it screw us that bad that many times.
Yeah. This year we kind of fucked up. But I mean, it's so hard, dude, when you have kids and multiple people trying to coordinate shit. You have to plan it out.
Yeah. We just have to look at the moon.
Yeah, you just have to look at the lunar table.
Yep. Lunar cycle.
The lunar cycle. Yes, the lunar cycle.
What was your favorite trip of this year? Not including the one you just went on.
There's so many good ones. Like Canada was so cool. I just love going up there. It was nice, like getting all the permission this year myself versus Eric Strand's old contacts, which it was a lot of fun last time we went to. But I don't know. I enjoy the whole process of scouting, finding them. We're gonna beat the shit out of them. Don't, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like probably one of the highlights of the year was eating with Ulf and his wife.
That was awesome.
That was so sick.
Have we talked about that?
I think so. I think we have. Yeah, I would just summarize it. German guy who's like super young moved to Canada 10 years ago because they can't farm in the UK anymore because it's so expensive. And he's like, yeah, kill them all. Cool. Sounds good. Heavy, thick accent. And set up a huge snow spread and duck spread, bunch of full body ducks and full body snows, and hid super well. And then just birds just didn't come. Then when they were flying, they went to water. It sucked. And we still shot plenty of birds that day, but we had to get scrappy as shit with them.
Yeah.
You know, and which is fine. It just sucks for filming. Like, I have no problem taking a 40-yard shot over my head.
That's the issue. A lot of these trips are not bad trips for birds. It's just when you're trying to film, it's like, yikes.
It's tough.
Yeah.
You know, because you want everything to be landing into your decoys and killing them properly. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I know I can take a 40-yard shot over my head and kill that bird.
Yeah, it just doesn't look as good.
Just doesn't look good. It looks like shit.
Yep.
So, but yeah, hanging out with Ulf afterwards, and you were like, do I have to get out of the truck? I was like, get out of the truck. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we pull up to his house because he wanted us to bring him some geese.
Yeah, that was after an hour and a half of picking up in the dark, and it was late. We wanted to get back, and we wanted to do a podcast, so I thought it'd be a quick thing.
No, I get it, dude.
Yeah.
I 100% get it, but he's like, drop off these snow geese, and you heard him. He's like, come in for some beer.
Yeah. That's a good accent.
Come in for some beer.
That's like exactly how he sounded almost.
So it's the birds, they... He was so awesome, bro.
Yeah.
That just made me so... Like, I love that whole aspect of, like, actually meeting and hanging out with people, especially when they have ESL. Mm-hmm. ESL is so dope to me.
Yeah.
I love anyone who's not from America.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Like they speak fluent German, and then all of a sudden they're just like, we must learn this language.
It was very funny hearing them do their dog commands in German.
Oh, yeah. Sight. Fish. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But that was fun for me. But every time I get to go to Montana and hunt with RA Legacy, just so much fun. Like the birds are so good. They really target ducks, which is what I really like. And then we killed a shitload of geese while we were there too. Like, again, just not where you wanted them. And I wish the shooting would have been better for the camera. For whatever reason, we couldn't hit shit.
That was rough.
It was rough. And but yeah, those guys, Andy, Tate, Norm, and then Jake hung out too. That was just...
I think that was my favorite trip.
That was so much fun.
First time to Montana, the mountains and everything is so dope. And then the people.
Yeah, the people were just phenomenal.
Yeah, that one night was very fun.
Dude, yeah.
Hopefully in the Montana video, you'll get to see some of it. It was very fun.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. We were like cooking up fish from the East Coast that one of the guides lives out there, and he brought it back, and apparently I was going to be poisoned.
I'll set the stage.
Explain that shit. So, I still don't get it.
So they're cooking on a Blackstone in a cast iron, like boiling oil, throwing fish in there. And Andrew brings a steak. And he didn't have any seasoning for it, nothing. So Norm was asking him what's his plan with the steak. And all he does is cut the package open, throw it on the Blackstone for about 2 seconds, and then just dips it in the fish oil with fish in there, throws it back on the grill, grills one side, puts it back in the fish oil, and then grills the other side.
And what's bad about it going in fish oil?
The raw fish were in there.
But it's getting seared off.
I guess, but It was still raw fish oil that had pounds of fish cooked in. It wasn't like we just started. It was like a lot of fish have gone through that oil. You were fine.
So, oh, yeah, it was totally fine.
Yeah, it was just very funny.
Wait, that was the last night we were there, right?
No. 2 nights.
Okay, so I was going to say maybe that's why I was so hungover.
No.
But no, I think I just drank too much Outlaw.
Yes.
I drank way too much beer.
Trust me, I know.
Dude, Carter and I are driving home, and he's like, you want me to drive first? So I was like, oh, absolutely. It was like a 12, 14-hour drive.
This is after, so we drive, our plan the night before, because the spot was an hour towards home. So we were going to pack, get everything.
I fucked up.
Yeah. Get everything packed up, leave to the hunt, and then drive home from the hunt, because we were already packed up. One of us was packed up. The other one, what? Not you. Yeah, the other one stumbles into the camper at 12:10 with his hands on the ceiling, walking to his bed, saying, I'm sorry, Carter, but I'm not packed. And couldn't pack that night. So we had to drive to the hunt at 4 or 5 in the morning, drive all the way back for Joey to pack, and then we had another 12 hours from there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was rough.
Good.
And then, I drove the first 7 hours or whatever it was. 6.
Yeah, no, it was like perfectly split.
Okay. And Joey took a snooze.
Only for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. You had your eyes closed. You were resting your brain.
Yeah. I definitely wasn't asleep. Well, I was passed out hard for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like very uncomfortable in the front seat. No, but no, the best part, like when we told Cal what was going on, he's like, yeah, so how's the drive? I was like, not good, bro. Not good. I don't think I've ever been this hungover. And there's one time I know I was more hungover than that. I couldn't speak. But Carter and I are driving for 13 hours, 12 hours with stops, or 12 hours without stops. Whatever. We had Hank with us, and so we stopped a couple times. We maybe, and I mean maybe, said 50 words to each other.
It was awesome.
On the way. It was great.
It was,
honestly.
It was the best.
It was really nice.
It was needed. Because if you tried to have a full conversation with me the whole time.
No. There's times for it, and then there's times not for it.
We both read the room perfectly well.
We were fucking roasted after that trip. It was late nights, early mornings, and then there was just like no downtime.
Yep.
There's like pretty much no downtime.
Yeah. It was awesome.
I was peopled out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, less than 100 words for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when I just got back from this last trip, dude. I was like, hey, you should drop me off at the airport at like 4. He's like, okay, sounds good. And I looked at when my flight was taking off. It was at 7. I was like, just drop me off at 4. But I was trying to get ducks back in my carry-on.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So, hold on. So I had him drop me off early. Well, we got done hunting at like noon. It was a couple-hour drive from that spot back to where he lives. And I was already all packed up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, just drop me off at 4 because then you can go back home and whatever. He's like, well, when's your flight? I was like, I'm giving myself like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, cool. I was like, dude, I'm not going to say a word to fucking anybody in that airport. He's like, yeah, no, I'm tired too. Like, we were roasted.
Mm-hmm.
Roasted. And I get to that airport and all those guys are like, oh, yeah, you can bring back your cinnamon teal, your green wing teal, and your pintail. Just put it in your carry-on. I'm like, or they told me to put it in my check bag. I'm like, no, because they were already frozen. I'm like, no.
Get lost.
No, not get lost. They'll get broken in half.
Oh.
Because they're frozen and they
frozen.
just chuck that shit.
Yeah.
They chuck that shit everywhere. They're like, well, put it in your carry-on. I've done it twice. And the guy was like, I've done it twice. I'm like, really? Like through the x-ray machine? And he's like, yeah. It's like, okay. So I get to the airport and I'm like checking in and Sun Country just fucks me. And they're like, oh, you have a gun and a check bag. Well, that's going to be an extra $70. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Really? Well, we're not going to charge you for your carry-on bag. I was like, no shit. No shit, dude. Whatever. Who flies with just a carry-on?
Yeah.
So, whatever. So I get through, and the TSA line is so long. It's like 140 people in front of me. I'm like, oh, my God. And my AirPods are dying. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Then I realized that my Game Boy thing that I bought that has like 50,000 games on it, left it in his truck.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, turn around. He's like, no, I'm already on the freeway. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn it.
Ouch. Is he mailing it to you?
Yeah, he's going to mail it to me. Yeah. And I'm just like, shit. So finally get up to the TSA line. They check me in, no problem. They had like a weird thing at that airport where you keep your hands low and it does the scan thing. I've never seen that. I've always seen it above your head.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like very fidgety, the TSA agents. And I'm like, oh, God. They're going to freak out about these 3 ducks in my carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like, oh, bird flu.
Yeah.
They might fucking confiscate these things. I'm like, oh, fuck. You can't take away my banded cinnamon teal.
Yeah.
I'll freak out. I did take the band off, but
Still.
So they're like, what are these? I'm like, that's my call lanyard. And this woman is very Ukrainian. I mean, like, the most. Like, she got here right before the war, And she's like, what are these? I'm like, those are my duck and goose calls. And she goes, oh, okay. She's looking at it. She's like, you can't kill anyone with these. I'm like, no. Then she goes, I'm looking on the x-ray here, and it looks like you have ducks in your bag. Are those ducks? I go, yeah. She goes, are they dead? I go, I think so. I think so. And she didn't think that was very funny. And I was like, yes, they're dead. She goes, okay. Why did you kill them? I'm like, well, you come here and you hunt. And she's like, you killed them here? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, why would you kill them? And I was like, well, they're beautiful. And I'm going to mount them on my wall or from the ceiling. And like, these are very special ducks to me.
Yeah. You're trying to explain hunting to a non-hunter.
Correct. Very difficult. She goes, well, I love ducks. I don't understand how you could kill them. I was like, yeah, it's just like a thing. A lot of people do. She's like, I could never kill ducks. I was like, got it. She's like, I need to check these things to make sure you didn't stuff them with explosives. And I'm like, how are you going to check them? She goes, well, I mean, technically we should pull them apart. I'm like, please don't. Like, I'm trying to taxidermy these. And she goes, well, they can stitch them back together. I'm like, no, they can't. Please don't. She's like, well, I'll have to get a manager. I'm like, oh my God, fuck, I'm fucked. She's like looking around and there's no one around. I'm like, oh, please God, please God, please God. And then she just gives up. She goes, whatever. I'm just going to check to see if there's like explosive residue on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, she's like, is there any explosive residue on him? I'm like, I don't know. I shot him with a shotgun, so there's probably gunpowder. She's like, that's not good. I'm like, and this is all with a very thick Eastern European accent.
Yeah.
This is not good. I love duck. Why you kill duck? I go, I would never kill duck. Okay. Got it, Katerina. Stop. Katrina. So then she's like, okay. So she swipes the first duck, swipes the second duck, swipes the third, and puts them into the computer. She's good, and she's like, okay, here you go. And my whole bag is just on the floor, like sick. So then I go around the corner, and I'm trying to put them back in there nicely, and I can feel like the ducks are defrosting. And I'm like, shit. I'm like retucking the head under the wing, and there's toilet paper is falling off of its face, Like, shit. And then she pops around the corner and goes, do you believe in reincarnation? I go, absolutely not. She goes, oh. And then just like gets back around the corner. I'm like, what the fuck? About to give me like a spiritual talk.
Yeah, she's trying to guilt you.
Yeah. Good luck, honey. Good luck.
So you got them back?
Got them back. They're in my freezer. They're about to get dropped off to the taxidermist next week.
Did they thaw out completely?
Not completely.
That's good.
And it's fine. Like,
yeah,
I'm not going to eat them.
Yeah.
And even then, like, they were rock solid in their freezer. Like, rock fucking solid.
Did any other passengers give you weird looks just having ducks out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple Asian people walk by and they're like, don't mind my Zero English. No, I could hear the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Cantonese, whatever it was.
That's awesome.
It made me laugh a little bit.
Yeah, that's good that they didn't cut them apart.
Yeah, I would have cried.
Yeah.
I would have cried.
What would you have done if they said they were going to do that?
I would have said no.
You would have just left?
Yeah, well, I would have called my buddy, and I would have said, come and get these.
And then he would have mailed them or something? Mm-hmm. That would have sucked.
That would have sucked.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was going to hang around just in case it didn't work through TSA. And I was like, perfect. So then I was like, bring me my Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm already on the freeway. I'm like, what the fuck? He lives like an hour and a half from the airport. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Guys, I don't know if you knew this. This podcast is also brought to you by Outlaw. Mile High light beer. This shit is so good. I love it. I'm obsessed. Carter likes it. Cal really doesn't like beer, and he likes Outlaw. Mm-hmm. So we throw a couple parties a year, and we supply it for the parties, and people really like it. So I can almost guarantee you it's in an alcohol liquor store near you.
And it's cheap.
It's cheap. It's fire. And, God, I'm a slut for it.
True.
So I'm a dirty, dirty slut for it.
Yes.
It's so incredible. Like if you go on a hunting trip and you just crush them in the morning and you like have a tailgate beer,
mm-hmm.
and then you get back and you're cleaning birds, you have a beer or two there, and then, the day goes on and it's like nighttime, it's evening, you're like eating dinner and you have a couple beers after dinner, you do that for like 3 or 4 days straight, case is gone.
Yeah.
Especially if you're sharing it.
Well, in Iowa, we went through a case in a day and a half.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we didn't bring any home, did we?
We gave one case to Matt out of the 2 or 3 we brought.
Yeah, we brought 3, mm-hmm. went through 2.
Yeah. And it was mostly you and Matt.
Yeah, I know. We were going at her pretty good.
Yeah.
We were going at her pretty good.
Yeah. You were having fun.
Yeah, if you watch Matt's podcast, you can probably tell that we were a little tuned up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Little LS Tekka and then Outlaw and then podcast.
Mr. Matt. Yeah. But yeah, guys, Cal's in Kansas right now. Hopefully he kills a bunch of birds. We are going to have a bunch of our videos come out here pretty soon from this past year.
Yes, Arkansas should be soon.
Arkansas, Canada,
Montana.
Idaho, Montana.
I think that's it.
Oh, Iowa's for First Light.
Correct.
We had one other one, did we not?
Not for me.
Not from you?
Nope.
Okay, so we got 4 videos coming out, and they're all pretty good. I just watched the Arkansas one. Pretty stoked about it.
Good.
I was just a fucking goofball.
True.
In that video.
You were high on life.
I was very high on life. Holy shit. I was just having the... God, I love Logan. I love Moccasin Bayou. I love Arkansas. I love shooting mallards in the trees.
Yeah.
Anyway, no outro music today because Carter is our special guest. No, don't worry about it. We don't need it.
Okay.
You sing it.
I can't speak it. Maybe
Come on.
maybe after I get back from Mexico, I'll learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably should have had like 8 beers before I asked you to sing a Spanish song.
For sure.
You know, but, oh shit, one more thing.